Oh my goodness, I've seen this guy's videos before. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He was flying that drone and he wrecked it into that pile of leaves right away. I can't believe he's coming out with another video. I'm gonna give him a thumbs down, but I'm really looking forward to watching it though.
What's up, Juggernauts? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over some of my old footage from last year with leaf season, but I'm just so excited about it. I got to talk about it, you know what I mean? It's my thing. I love leaf season. I'm sorry for the shaky camera. It's the drone. I haven't gotten the drone out this year. Maybe I'll get it out for some leaf season stuff. But it has been wrecked a few times. So one of the impeller blades is like a 1/4 inch shorter than the others, and you know, it'll fly up there, but it's all over the place, so we got to order some new blades. But I think I might get it out for some leaf cleanup action because I really like the way it looks. Now, having said all that, man, getting into this, if it's your first, second, or third year in leaf cleanup or whatever, and you're wanting some tips, I've got some great videos on tips on, you know, cleaning up leaves. So you might want to check that out. If you're a homeowner, same thing, awesome tips. I do it a little bit different than maybe you do. Maybe you have a vacuum system on your mower, or, you know, maybe you bag things up at the end. But, you know, just being able to push the leaves around the yard, the little techniques that come up there, man, they really come in handy. And, you know, that's just something that you kind of need to know if you're going to be moving some leaves this fall. So, going in here, I'm pushing it, and you'll notice that I start on one side of the yard, and I'm kind of working it back in a line. So, you know, I'm corralling them almost. If you think about how, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in the Midwest, so, you know, I've kind of seen animals herd before, and we've had chickens, and that's kind of an odd example, herding chickens around in your yard. But the main thing is, you're moving stuff with air, so you're manipulating it with air. And if you blow from the center of the pile, leaves are going to go out in both directions away. So really what you want to do is use one side of the tube, or one side of the airflow that's coming out of the tube, and that's what you're using to push them over. So you're going to push them all to the right, and then you're going to push them to the left. The main idea is to get them kind of in this centralized line, and then you'll see me walk right down the middle like I am there. That's me just moving some bulk around, and then I'm cleaning up the thinner areas, because it's harder to clean up leaves the thicker they get in the piles, right? So in this situation, because the yard is so small, I just blow it all right up to my truck, and I've actually got a leaf loader vacuum system. And if you're a new guy, there is some hope, because I know maybe you're like, man, I can't even afford a mower right now. I don't know how I'm going to afford a vacuum system, and I'm worried. Well, that leaf loader that you see on the truck, that is something that I rigged up together. Now, we have replaced it this year with an 18 horsepower Billy Goat, but I used that machine for about 4 years, and it was a great machine. Now, what I did was I took a cyclone rake, and for legal issues, I'm telling you, this may not be the safest thing in the world, blah, 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 whatever safety stuff would say, and this may cause diarrhea, da, da, da. You know, whatever those safety things they do on the radio and talk about, whatever. Moving forward, what I did was I took this cyclone rake, and I slapped a metal impaler from a parking lot blower, an old little giant, whatever, parking lot blower that I bought for $5. So I bought the machine for $300, slapped a parking lot blower blade on it, because they come with like a rubber blade. I put that metal blade on it, and it worked great, shredded them up real well. And the engine that was on it was a 6.5 horsepower, so you might wonder, how much is enough? Well, at 6.5 horsepower, it pulled everything through, but it would clog every now and then. The main thing to consider is that when the leaves are coming through, not to overfill the tube, okay? If you put too many leaves in there at one time, you're going to go blah, 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 and you're going to bog it down, just like you would if you're mowing a lawn and you mow over really, really tall, thick grass. Well, it's going to bog down the engine. Same concept here. But with a leaf vac, you don't want to choke off the airflow, because the airflow is what's actually pulling it through, right? So if you choke it off, well then it stops pulling the air. It doesn't matter how much that blade's spinning, because it can still be spinning in there and be clogged up. But if you plug it up like a cork with a bunch of leaves and sticks and stuff, it might not pull through. Now, once I got the larger engine on it, because that 6.5 horsepower blew up, I kind of have I treat my equipment hard. I buy it used in decent condition, and I run it into the ground, using it to make money. I would highly suggest that if you're in business, you do the same. Just make sure your oil's in good shape, do what you can to keep it going as long as you can, but ultimately keep in mind, equipment is there to make you money. Stop fooling around with it, okay? So, we put the 420cc iron ton engine on it from Northern Tools, and I believe that's like 14 horsepower. It worked great. So now we're going to step up from that 14 horsepower and up into a Billy Goat vacuum leaf loader system. So, all that said, you can do it with a push mower though. The idea is get it all corralled out to a centralized location. So for me, that's by my truck to vacuum them up. But maybe you put them in a pile on the driveway so that you can rake them up and put them into bags. And then you haul those bags away in your trailer. Or maybe you put them on the driveway and you shred them up with your mower real fine so that you have dust. And then you can fit them in less space, like a trash can or bags or whatever, and then you haul them away that way. I've done that too. I did that for a long time. So, you know, this is something you'll progress and you'll get different equipment and everything's going to evolve around you. I just, you know, it just happens fast too. It feels like forever when you're in it. I remember being in my first year, if I could just have a push mower with a bag, this would be so much easier, because then I could just mow over the leaves, they'd shoot into the bag, and then I could pour the bag into a trash bag, and man. But you know what, man, years later, it all changes so fast. Just be patient, have faith, stick in there, hustle, work hard, and it will get better. If you're a homeowner and you're doing it on your own, my highest suggestion to you when it comes to leaf cleanups is try to stay up on it. So where I show up with bigger equipment and I can knock out something that's been neglected all year long, or, you know, in January and February it's all matted down with water and it's really wet, nasty leaves, it's going to be very difficult for you as a homeowner to do that. So my suggestion to you is, if you only have a small hand blower or a small mower with a bag and you're going to bag them up, my suggestion to you would be to stay on it every week and make sure you're diligent about it, just like you would with your mowing. Just keep on mowing straight through, and you're going to be able to mulch them up and bag them as you go. And you might have a week where it's kind of rough, but as long as you do that, you'll be able to stay on it and it won't be so bad. Man, all that said, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And this leaf season, if you are in business, I hope it is the best leaf season you've ever had. I know that it's an odd year now with the 2020 and the virus and everything going on, and elections and things are getting crazy. Just keep your mind clear. Everything's going to be good. Focus on work. Focus on doing what you have to do. Keep God in your heart. If you're a spiritual person, if you believe in Christ, I'm going to tell you that stuff really helps me. Keeping your mindset in a positive location. That's my main point there, is just keep yourself, you know, mentally secure. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.